Hey friends, thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be walking you through how to make the Mosaic Butterfly Kit from Bisque Imports, so stay tuned. So when you get your Mosaic Butterfly Kit, it's going to come in a box. It's going to hopefully say that this is indeed your Mosaic Butterfly Kit. So let's open it up and see what we get. So this piece of paper lists everything that's included. It's the butterfly plaque, sparkly pink, sparkly blue, sparkly gold, and sparkly teal mosaic pieces, glue, white grout, purple acrylic paint, and a paintbrush. So let's make sure that that is indeed what we got. All right, we got our grout, our mosaic sparkly pieces, some paint brushes, paint, our plaque, which is on a nice sturdy, I have no nails, you can't hear that. It's on like a good board. Our paints, and that looks like it's about it. All right, I don't see any glue. Alright, yeah, I don't really see any glue in here. I'm going to first separate all my mosaic pieces by color. Oh, this looks like so much fun. It first says what we're going to do is get our gold pieces and put them down the center of the body. So we can go ahead and open up our glue. Let's see. I don't think there's really like a right or wrong way to put these guys together. Is there a thing that I'm completely missing? Yeah, it helps if I open that up. Oh, all right. There we go. Now this will work a little bit better. Hopefully. I can't open glue. All right, here we go. Yep, all right. One piece right there. Glue it on. Another piece. And another one. It looks like you're going to have extra tiles, so I think you can sort of put whichever ones you want on your piece. I don't think there's going to be a right or wrong answer to this. I want this one down at the bottom here. Yeah, so with the pattern that I put mine in, I have one extra gold, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. In fact, in the picture, there's only 5 that they use, so they must give you an extra one just in case. All right, so now we're going to put our teal mosaics in the upper section of the wings here. So let's go ahead and get that started. You know what? I'm gonna just sort of put a healthy dose of glue down, and we can just get placing. All right. So now we move on to our dark blue sections. And then we've got to now put our the pink bits on. This is fun, just getting to decide what pieces are gonna go where, because there isn't a right or wrong answer to this. This is just, I'm looking at my options, seeing what's speaking to me at the moment. I've had so many extras of other colors. For whatever reason, it seems like I have not enough. I didn't measure out my pinks properly. Let's see. But at least while our pink is still drying, everything is still drying, you can sort of shimmy things along to fit a little bit better. All right, there we go. I got everything on. I got the whole thing covered. It says to let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes before we do the grouting. So I've let my kit here actually sit for the better part of the day. This was one of the first ones that I made, and I then went to go be a mom. Took care of my kids, we had dinner, that sort of a thing. So I know that this is nice and dry. So we are definitely ready for grouting. If we follow the step for grouting, it says that we're going to take our grout, put it into a disposable cup, mix it with some water until it's a peanut butter-like consistency. And then we're going to spread the grout mixture over the entire surface, filling all the spaces in between our little mosaic pieces. So I'm gonna go mix up my grout. I'll be right back. All right, I've got my grout mixed. It is a, I would say, skippy smooth peanut butter consistency. And I am going to now spread the mixture over the butterfly surface as per the instructions. I don't really think that there's a right or wrong way of doing this. I'm sure there's a suggested and more practical way of doing it, but I am by no means a mosaic making expert, but we are getting this grout down. Getting it all over the desk, but that's okay. It'll wipe right off. And speaking of wiping off, because I've now essentially smothered this in it looks like my bagel when I have cream cheese. I'm gonna now wipe off some of this. I'm not gonna use the paper towel yet because it says to wipe off the excess grout with a paper towel after 15 to 30 minutes. But I'm gonna sort of like push it in with my fingers to really make sure that I've gotten inside and in between the pieces. Also gonna clean up a little bit around the edges. I don't want anything too sharp later on to have to deal with. I think I, for the most part, have achieved what they are recommending that you do. But I'm now gonna let this sit for the recommended 15 to 30 minutes, and we're going to wipe off the excess grout then with a paper towel. So I'll check back with you guys in a minute. So this has been sitting for probably about half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour. And I'm going to say that we can now wipe off all of our excess grout. They say to use a paper towel. Oh yeah, everything's starting to really form. Really take shape there. I'm gonna also use this opportunity to clean out the edges here. And there we go. We're gonna be painting the edge of this. It says once this the grout is dry, so I'm gonna wait a full 24 hours. I'm gonna do this tomorrow, and at that time you can also use a damp sponge or cloth to wipe down and really polish off these stones. So I will check back with you guys tomorrow to really to see how this is coming out. I'm excited. See you later in a bit. It's gonna be a matter of seconds. How about now? So it is now the next day. I've let these dry for 24 hours. Everything seems to be in place. It's pretty nice and sturdy. I'm going to use a damp cloth. I have an old washcloth here and a bowl of water, and I'm just gonna wipe down to really get all that extra dust and grout off of our mosaic pieces. And they're getting nice and polished off so we can really see them gleam. And so our final step is now to paint the edge of our piece. We have the little pot of purple paint that came with our project. I'm just gonna open this up and take the paintbrush that came with it. And I'm gonna go ahead and paint the sides. Now, do be careful and cautious as you use this. This is acrylic paint. Acrylic paint can stain surfaces and clothing. It does wash off in some cases. Skin is its most common contact that will wash off of, depending on the surface that you're painting on. Obviously, I would recommend putting down a paper towel, newspaper, something that you've got if you want to protect the surface that you're painting on. I'm doing this all in my hand, so I'm just going to hold it. And what's nice is that even though I got the grout along the edge, the acrylic paint is opaque enough to cover it. Plus, we can always do 2 to 3 coats of our paint, and we don't have to worry about it at all. Take your time so your edges are nice and clean. Use a smaller brush than you think is probably necessary, because you can always widen, not so much narrow. Plus, not too many people are going to be seeing the back of your project, so if it goes over the back, that's okay. We don't really want it to go over the front though. Alright, and there you have it. I only did 1 coat, but you can definitely do as many coats as you may think be needed. But that is our butterfly plaque. That was an absolute blast to make. I love how it came out, and I can't wait to see how yours comes out. So please be sure to tag us Hashtag Color Me Mine Nyack. That's Nyack. So we can all see your creations. Thanks, guys.